Well, I'll be the first one to sit here and admit it. Unlike a lot of other content creators, I was wrong and the haters got me in 4K, ladies and gentlemen. We did not see anything playable for Arc Raiders on June 6th. And I gotta say, there's a lot of emotions that kind of went through me yesterday, but I decided to sleep on it. I didn't want to just come on here and rage about it. I wanted to actually sleep on it, think about it, and then come to you guys next day with kind of just how I feel in general about it. And I think a lot of you guys kind of feel the same way as me. We're all incredibly disappointed. I think that is the best word to use. Yes, of course, we're angry, but I think our main emotion is just disappointment because we love the game so much and we were so ready to hop back in. And all the things leading up to it, all the little things that Embark Studios did to kind of point towards June 6th, to just take it away and not live up to the hype, it's going to have a negative impact for sure, and we'll kind of talk about those things, but I did want to let you know that Embark actually responded to all of the negativity, all of the hate, all of the backlash, and all of the disappointment just a few minutes ago, really, about an hour ago on Discord. So I'm going to throw that up on screen for you guys, but, they basically talk about how that countdown, that leak, that little executable file that they put in, that was 100% legitimate, and that they did that. And, we'll talk about that little countdown here shortly. I think that's a big part of why people are really upset. There's a couple other things too. But basically, some of the highlights here. The frustration and disappointment that has followed is 100% our fault. They're taking accountability. They said the teaser they posted came from a place of genuine excitement. I don't fully agree with that. And like I said, we'll talk about everything here. But in bold here, we mismanaged the hype, misread the situation, and we're sorry that this led to disappointment. They absolutely fumbled the bag, in my opinion. This is absolutely a good statement to have in bold, because they did. That is exactly what happened. So some other stuff, next steps, putting our heads down, focusing on building the game. Here's the thing, man. A lot of you guys have told me some problems you experienced with Arc Raiders, whether that be on console, you guys were having game crashes or freezes or whatever the case may be on that. I completely understand that, yes, the game was not fully ready, was not fully finished. In my opinion, it was PC ready. So you do have a lot of positives, and yes, there are some negatives, but at the end of the day, the game was almost there, and they had about a month, a little over that, to make those fixes to console, and I definitely think we could have had a beta. I think we could have had a beta, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, full release, that might have been far-fetched, but just give us a little something so I don't got to show you fine people the same set of 8 hours of gameplay I have stocked up for the next 4 months. And here's another thing, guys, to think that Embark didn't know this was going to happen, I think that's a little far-fetched. I think they kind of realized very quickly this was going to backfire in some sort of capacity, but they just decided they were going to ride it out. I mean, I'm not saying Embark is watching my videos, but when you have every single creator talking about it everywhere, on Twitter/X, you have people like me on YouTube really gassing it up, really hyping things up, really getting excited for the game. Just everywhere, everything. Everybody's talking about Arc Raiders, and I think, yeah, their best chance was to just ride it out and see what happens. I kind of agree with that. Don't post anything beforehand. Let the hype build up. But, the hype has come crashing down. I mean, I just have to be brutally honest with you. Yes, once it releases in October, I'm going to be super excited. I'm going to be on the game. We're all going to be grinding it. But at the same time now, I have no hype at all. I'm just not excited. I'm just like, why be excited for something that's so far away? They have said soon repeatedly. They led us on with that countdown to June 6th just for a trailer. It kind of feels scummy. And some of the other things that, that we have talked about over the last few days, last few weeks, some of the leaks and some of just some other cool stuff, man. Just like some other little things, them teasing us. It all feels for nothing now. And I'm not a certified Arc hater. I'm not. I love this game and I'm so excited for it. But when it comes to that hype that I had just yesterday leading up to that, it's gone. And it's gone for a lot of us. Now, is the hype dead? No. It's not. Arc Raiders is going to be a phenomenal game. We're all still excited for it deep down. Is the hype in the moment dead? I'd say absolutely, man. I don't think we can sit here and lie to ourselves. I think there's definitely going to be negative impacts from this event. And I think that is why they released a statement on it today. They slept on it as well. Saw today that the finals is getting review bombed. They're getting absolutely annihilated over on Twitter. You know, it's just like, this was definitely a mismanaged situation, which is extremely unfortunate for Embark Studios because everything was going right, ladies and gentlemen. Everything was going flawless. A couple other things that are just small. The one guy, Jeff, from Summer Games Fest, you know, tweeting out the Scrappy Rooster right before the event. That doesn't help either. That guy obviously knew because he said it in the first sentence leading up to the trailer. He even killed the release date hype before the trailer even was shown to us because he specifically said the game releasing later this year. I thought it was a troll, you know? I was praying it was a troll, but even that was a letdown. You couldn't even let us just get our heart ripped out from the trailer ending. No, it got ripped out right away. You know, just to tell us not for long and soon and just be complete radio silence, and I get it. Embark is like that. They don't say a lot of things. You know, at the end of the day, this was poorly managed, but I'm still very excited for the game when it comes to, you know, releasing it in late October. Now, I am going to make a follow-up video to this, mainly breaking down that release date. And the reason I just want to make a separate video is because we're going to look at all the things that release around that time and why it is such a bad decision to release Arc Raiders that late. Right now was the time to at least get us a beta, and not even getting us that is just another blunder. So I'm not going to turn into a certified Arc hater over the next 4 months. You're still going to see me excited about the game, but we do need to at least get through this little bit of a setback, if you want to call it that. A little bit of a setback. We need to talk about things that were done wrong, talk about things and why I don't think they should have been like that. And my opinion doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. This is just one gamer's opinion to another gamer, you watching. But I do think it's important we talk about these things so, you know, maybe we can better understand the situation and, you know, try and figure out why the hell this decision was made. I appreciate you guys so much. Hopefully you guys can find a game to hold you over for the next 4 months. It's going to be a struggle, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, in the next 4 months, we can all just, I guess, hit the gym for 4 months straight and just get incredibly ripped because, you know, once Arc Raiders does come around, I think the dad bods are going to come right back because we're going to be so fucking locked in. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Leave a like. If you unsubscribed yesterday, hey, I get it. But I'd love to have you back. I need you. I want you. Subscribe again. And if you're not subscribed already, first time you're hearing me, hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.